Very good morning. Thanks for successfully session for
Morning, sir.
today.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. PDP Faculty Development Program. Today's session is on the title Significance of Feedback. In this moment, I thank sincerely the Bharat Institute of Higher Education Management Group for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share few significant points on this topic. The session goals today got four main divisions. The first one is to introduce some terminologies. I don't want to spend more time on this section. The second agenda is on tools. How to do research using some software tools in order to give the feedback. That's my second agenda. I will be introducing at least two tools like SPSS, IBM SPSS, and open software New Zealand. And the main part is show you some use, some example scenarios like student ratings of instruction. It is main classes the teacher by students. The second one is on labor satisfaction. Are they satisfied in the job? Third one is most relevant on COVID-19, which are connected to upskilling or reskilling our skill set in this current scenario. So the main outcome or target is to appreciate and apply the feedback techniques and methods. That is, after finishing this program, some of you or most of you must get the chance to involve in the tools introduced and apply them successfully. So that's our agenda. Okay, let us go into the introduction of some of the terminology, especially as teachers. It is essential that make the process of providing feedback, which must be a positive or at least neutral learning experience for all the students. I think you should agree on that. Most of the people are ready, usually not ready to take the feedback. So common reasons for not gathering or eliciting the feedback are listed here. People may say we don't know how to do that, or we don't know who will take in charge, who is the authority for that. Some people say we don't know when to take the feedback. No, these are all escaping points. Some people say we don't believe that we need to ask this type of queries to the feedback participants. And maybe the participant may say we fear to answer, we fear the person we are asking, we fear the consequence of asking. So all these things are excuses not to organize a feedback, usually real life. In spite of that, we want to look into this concept of feedback and its significance. So let us see what is first of all feedback. Feedback is nothing but piece of information that is given to the learner about his or her performance of a learning task. Here we mean the learner need not be a student alone, but he can be an employee he also learning the experience or whatever the job duties daily. Okay. So the main aim of feedback taking is to improve the performance, nothing else. It should contain positive reinforcement. No, whenever we use the word reinforcement, it can be a reward or punishment. When I say positive reinforcement, that should be towards the reward only, and it should be manifested as a constructive criticism. The details of constructive criticism may be taken by my co-speaker colleague, Mr. Balaji, after my session. So this type of feedback can be in different form. It can be either informal or formal. Informal may be like a recognition or appreciation. Formal means it can be evaluated through a very formal performance procedures. In order to make the feedback very effectively, that has got 4 steps we need to follow. The first step is set clear and concise objectives. You cannot make it very open or very informal, so it should be very ambiguous or unambiguous, sorry. It should be very clear. The second step is the person who is conducting the feedback must observe the performance of the students or employees or whomever the participants of the feedback. The third step is he should not take delay in giving the feedback, so provide immediate feedback. Finally, he has to recognize the positive performance most of the time. So the sandwich feedback technique, people are afraid of criticism. So a feedback must be architectured in a way that your slightly negatively oriented points can be given in between 2 layers, something like this, shown in this slide. You are doing a good job with your cloning, or I appreciate something you have done positively. So these are all pricing points. In between, you need to give the mild points which are very negatively
மெயில் வந்துச்சுல அது
oriented.
11ஆம் தேதி போட்டது அதுல
So feedback styles must be frequent. That means you cannot conduct the feedback occasionally. For example, start of the year and forget the process. You have to perform it frequently, maybe start of the semester, middle of the semester, and end of the semester. Teacher, otherwise, if you are a corporate person, you need also to do at least 3 times in a quarter. Feedback must be started in a very early. It should be evidence-based that you should have a formal set of artifacts, the documents, and it is not like a single direction. It should be dialogue oriented, and it should have like any measure without any output. So it should be accurate, and it should be any ambiguity should not enter in your queries or in your expectations. And the wordings of the feedback must be very kind. So this feedback styles one can follow. Okay. Next, we are interested in how these feedbacks get manifested. It got many styles. It can be a simple graph at the end of the feedback, collecting the data from the participants. And the feedback inputs are from survey, or or opinion based on some text files, response, or idea. The feedback output can be an advice or just rating 5 star or we can follow. There are various feedback, minimal feedback, behavioral feedback, interactive feedback, peer-to-peer feedback. So you have to fix the level in which you are doing the feedback. So I will not go very deeply in these terminologies for feedback. So sorry for audio interruption. We can continue. So we were telling we were having more levels of feedback. So it can be minimal level. The next one is behavioral feedback. You can give the feedback using the terms like the participant behavior. And the third one is interactive feedback. That means now and then you have to give the result and then get the output immediately and develop an action plan with the feedback in order to get the result immediately. So that's called interactive feedback. Yeah, people never use this fourth style of feedback, peer-to-peer feedback. Okay, so in a group, maybe inside the department, group of 4 or 5 peoples, they can take feedback of their friends. Oh, being a friend, you can very courageously point out what are the mistakes they are doing. So it's a great opportunity for mentorship and personal development. So This style should be followed. Next, a feedback to be effective feedback, when it's clear and not like open-ended timing. It should be well-timed, specific. It should not be very abstract. Bearing right attitude. So the objective of the outcome, it should be known to everybody. Truly representative. So it should be unambiguous. Impersonal. Impersonal in the sense it should be unbiased. Okay. It should not be favoring anybody. Then the last point is clarity. And informative. Okay. It should carry on some information. It should not be very wasteful. To my co-speaker and colleague will take the issues. My interest is to give the various manifestations of feedback in various fields. The very important one is for active learning concept. In the neural networks we are using artificial intelligence. Feedback system is used. Look at this picture. There are 4 layers of neurons connected. Anybody studying engineering, advanced engineering, like computer science or electronics or communication, they will know this concept. So input layer, hidden layers, and output layer, it's not just forwarding from input to output, it's also from output to input. It's like, it is called back propagation. So whatever error occurs in the input, that is difference in desired values, the error you got are sent back to each layer, and the weights of these links are adjusted in sending back to the input layer. Each connection here are updated. Those neural network concept, they appreciate this back propagation. Back propagation algorithm is very important in even convolutional neural network that are used for advanced data science. So in that model for active learning, the feedback mechanism is manifested in this way. Next, in communication, the very basic form of communication from sender and the receiver, it gives the benefits in this list. The first one is the feedback forms a basis of problem solving. So if you face a problem, even to know the next step in the problem domain, the communication you have to be very perfect. Okay, problem solving means it's a chain of intermediate states connecting your goal, reaching the final goal. So from one state to another state transition, you should know the link must be communicated very well. Then democratic approach. No, you cannot be non-democratic in your employment or corporates or in your college or anything. That every transaction must be taken place in a democratic principle. So our feedback system also should encourage a democratic approach, isn't it? People don't like the other way around. And it should be effective communication. Okay, if it is useless, then it needs to be taken. Any feedback we don't want. It helps us to identify certain areas to be improved, and also it develops our understanding in a better way. Not only that, among the team members, it will create healthy relationship. Moreover, for the leader, it will become an effective coordinating tool. So these are all the benefits as far as the links between the team members and applying the communication. If you look at mechanical engineering or electrical engineering, the basic control system contains the feedback loop as shown here. To put here, so the circle or the node where error whether the error is occurring or not, negative or positive way. So that is very common and basic. Let us the use cases one by one. Discuss the use case or example. I will side by side show the demo of some of the tools we have today. Use case 1, I have selected SRI case. SRI stands for Students Reporting Instruction. So it is a very hot area in the research. So teaching effectiveness is often evaluated through this SRI, Student Ratings of Instruction. And look at the second line. It's a very famous regression equation, y equal to a plus bx plus cx plus cy plus dz and so on. It is a linear equation. So what is this second line tries to convey to us? The outputs of instruction for faculty member is given by some constant a plus some coefficient b1 times professor student rapport plus b2 times level of humor. Humor means the faculty must mix some humor elements in their course design. And the third variable is student engagement in the course. So all these variables in the sorry, it is taken from a recent research paper. In that equation, we have seen certain variables, 4 variables. The output variable is called criterion. SR student reporting instruction. And input variables are called predictor variables. PSRS, SCQ, EQ, and THS. All these 3 input dependent variables are as follows. So here the 3 sets of dependent variables. The pink colors I have noted in the screen. PSRS, Professor Student Rapport Scale. SCEQ, Q stands for questionnaire. It has been taken from the questions given to the participants. Here participants are the students. SCE stands for student course engagement. THS stands for teacher humor scale. The humors can be related to humor related to the lesson. Sometimes humor, disparaging humor, other humor, and offensive humor. So you look at the distribution of data that we have collected from questionnaire, And the questionnaire format is like a Likert scale, 1 to 5, 1 being strongly agree and 5 being strongly disagree, or other way around. Whatever manner you want to design the questionnaire, you can make it. Right. So when you look at the distribution of the data collected from the questionnaires, here it is being generated, the mean and the standard deviation. Okay. The scores of the mean here is out of 5. For example, performance engagement, okay, got higher, and the student rating instruction is also higher, and the standard deviation indicates the dispersion or scattering of the data from the mean, that is measured by the standard deviation. So these are all elementary statistics. We can improve little bit. So these predictor variables, namely these pink variables, the dependent variables, determines this student rating of instructors or instruction. That we call it criterion variable. And this extra column here is used for reliability of your items in the question. For example, how these items are correlated with each other. Okay. For example, the maximum covariance is here 0.96 and the minimum is like 0.77. That means it is like acceptable range or questionable range. The very questions you are asking in the feedback questionnaire can be redesigned by looking at this Cronbach's coefficient, which indicates the reliability or covariance of your question items you have put. Here are some of the items for this PSRS. PSRS stands for the variable professor-student rapport. Okay, some of the items are like, I learned a great deal from this instructor, or overall this instructor was excellent, or in the instructor was helpful and responsive to students. The instructor was well prepared. The instructor communicated the subject matter clearly. So student will grade from 1 to 5 all this thing on the questionnaire. After grading, all those observed frequencies can be mapped onto a matrix. Matrix means it's 2 by here in this picture 11 by 11 square matrix. It is a diagonal matrix because the values are on the upper diagonal only, lower diagonal we don't put, because for example the emotional engagement, okay, is correlated to this seventh one, humor, related humor. The correlation coefficient is like minus or plus. Minus means negatively correlated, and plus means, for example, here positive 0.51, positively correlated. 0 means not correlated, and that doesn't mean you only need the correlation value. Also, you need to calculate the probability value of that correlation. That is as star there are double stars, whenever the probability of each value is shown here, we call it p value. If it is less than 0.05, we say correlation is significant. Star means it is less than 0.01. You can fix the threshold level where we p value we want to accept whether it is significant or not. That you have to determine. Okay. Some people may not be satisfied with 0.05. They want to go lesser than that. Then they will go for 0.01. Some people may want to go even less. P should be less than 0.001. That means they are very strict. In that case, they put 3 stars. Okay. So where we got this thing, you need not compute by your calculator or anything. The tools will calculate for you. Okay. So all the items are enumerated in the table, cross tab, and the correlations are tabulated.
पप्पा ये आली नाही ना अजून तुला मी उद्यापासून समजून सगळे करके जाते जाबो हा सकाळी करून चालली जात जा म्हणून पप्पा 97 लोक येतात आहे म्हणे क्लास 4 आणि सगळे मिळून म्हणलं तू म्हणे हो 15 दिवस माझं वर्किंग चालू आहे ही वर्षा म्हणजे एकदम वेगळ्या झोन मध्ये गेली आता चेअरमॅन सरांनी तिच्या अंगावर काम आलं मला म्हणते मॅडमला फोन करा कोणती सर्टिफिकेट जनरेट करायची ती मॅडम मला करेल का हो मी कशाला म्हणणार आहे ठीक आहे
Conclusion here, after performing the SRI's student reporting instruction are used by administration for hiring, promotional and tenure decisions. It is important that the nature of the relationship with students is understood. This particular study indicates that SRIs may be correlated with professor-student rapport with specific aspects of perceived humor and student engagement. Next, we shall directly go into the tools. Data analytics tools are many, like R programming tool, or SPSS tool, or SAS tool, and so on. Now let us go into Weka, open source tool for demonstrating the usage of this, identifying the feedback from the employees to determine whether the job satisfaction or prevailing in their job. Okay, how to do that? I am going to use a tool now, and it is very tiny tool, and you can use it, download it in no time.
சரியா இருக்கும். வச்சு பாருங்களா சார், வச்சு பண்ணுவோம். சரியா இருக்கும்.
கையிலே போட்டுக்கலாமா பையன் இது எங்க வச்சுக்கிற லெட்டரு
Sorry for the interruption again. And SPSS tool is from IBM, and that is not free. It's a licensed software, and it is like Excel, but there are some differences. The main differences are like, even though both of them got spreadsheet, SPSS got one of the component as spreadsheet, but Excel is only spreadsheet. The input output are generated SPSS got AMAS. It is newly added. IBM SPS AMAS is a software program. Something like structural equation model. What is the meaning of that? Just now we've seen dependent and independent. Example, using this tool editor, you can draw the flowchart like diagram, and automatically you can get the data for these boxes. For example, in this, I have 3 independent variables and 1 dependent variable. For example, the 3 independent variables are indicated with small numbers at the right top corners. That gives the means. Okay, mean of each variable can be automatically calculated even for thousands or millions of data. And what is the meaning of this output here? For example, food preference, depending on food quality, food taste, and so on. This depends. One more called error variable. So this circle is error variable. Okay, it is indicating the error variable. So you can find the balancing nature in our data distribution. So when you draw the diagram, give some as well as it indicates or generates the report. For example, I have 3 variables means immediately the report will be generated. When you draw parallelly, that means and standard deviation will be generated with stars. You remember the star business? Just now I say 2 star, 3 star and so on. So if the p value is less than 0.0001, the probability value, then that particular correlation between input and outward variable is called estimate. Okay. So among the input variables, you can calculate the correlation. We call it not correlation or covariance, right? All those things is automatically correlate. I mean, generated by SPSS report. That is the beauty of OMAS. You are connecting the picture and the report seamlessly. So this is a sample report, and we have 3 components here. One is for input covariance, and is for input output estimates and so on. These are all elementary school statistics. You can revise and straight away apply these SPS. So I think this picture is very clear. It shows here this part is covariance, and the link between input and output is the estimate or just the correlation values. So for each variable, the mean is calculated and so on. This is a very, when you get these values, you can directly interpret the result. That is the beauty of this tool. So I already mentioned, immediately it will. So already mentioned the Cronbach's value that gives the reliability or consistency in your questionnaire. So it is given by n over n minus 1 into in terms of variance and total variance. And that is, you need not substitute and calculate, it will give immediately. For example, for this tiny use case, you can generate all those things and interpret the result. Now, the third example is actually a research and very relevant to COVID situation. So the sudden classes are forced to find alternatives to continue the process in every field of okay. Utility information technology has stood of time in break in the classes or work that help and the list of variables I have shown in the last use case. Similarly, here this study has 14 constructs with 61 measures in the questionnaire form. So there are 3 main variables like personality uplift, professional upskilling, and social responsibility. So each construct here connected to sub-construct like this. Whenever you are at home, you can have even teaching children sibling attribute and affecting us in virtual classroom, schedule commitments and the technical skills. All those things, all these items are connected to professional upskilling and design corresponding hierarchies. And here H, the letter H shows the hypothesis connecting these items. Even social responsibility or measured through religious activities, connect with nature, personal hygiene. So these must be our, especially in COVID time. So this is a very interesting research work. I journal and look at the list of hypotheses we have here, H1 to H3. All these things, these hypotheses, for example, doing H5 is doing regular exercise, influences personality uplift even in COVID time. And look at the H13, it's very relevant. Professional upskilling positively relates to effectiveness of virtual classroom. So all this type of hypothesis helps us to somewhere also you can generate by collecting relevant data. So the research methodology we have, this is the usual methodology. We send the questionnaire through Google Forms, and within 2 days we got a sample size nearly 600, exactly 644. We use a 5-point Likert scale, and we use a tool like SPSS 21 and AMAS 20 version. And the participants profile, how many school goers or workers or some we have calculated. And for each questionnaire, these are all the construct. We have 14 constructs. RA means religious activities. CN means connect with nature. PH means personal hygiene. SR means social responsibility, and so on. These are all very relevant to the current COVID situation. The Kornbach alpha and each questionnaire, for example, the CNC, the connect with the nature, that has got number of items in the questionnaire 5. They are all connected with the reliability factor 0.58. That means it is very acceptable range only, not that much readily acceptable. Whereas the 0.7, 0.8, 0.9 are very reliable. So looking at this the output, you can write the output result. So as in the previous use case, we have also generated the correlation matrix. And as I shown previously, the structural equation modeling using AMAS tool, we have calculated and drawn the conceptual model and got the results like all the 13 hypotheses are significant. If you want to do the interpretation, look at the corresponding Kornbach values, okay? And then the results are Hello. 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 Yeah, thank you. So the final finding, we have seen that the COVID situation, the skill set can be improved with a degree of reliability. So the, let me show the final conclusion that the sage Thiruvalluvar says, இடிப்பாரை இல்லாத ஏமாற மன்னன் இருப்பார் இலானும் கெடும். So the meaning is, the king without the group of experts and their feedback, he doesn't need any person to kill him. He will himself will be destroyed. So such a feedback is very important. I think I have done some minimum level justification in showing you the significance of feedback.